Hello everybody, this is Trevor Truck ASMR, and welcome to today's Sonic Racing Crossworlds video. And today, we're going to showcase some of the newer characters that have been released. I try to make it a habit to get back into this game when new characters come around. And you know, overall, I'm just happy that this game is still alive, you know? People are still playing it, there's an audience, and I think it's a testament to how great this game actually is. So, today we're playing as a Super Monkey Ball character, and I'm embarrassed to admit I don't know how to pronounce this character's name. It's spelled AiAi. Is it like AiAi or something like that? I could be very wrong, but anyway, let's start our first race of this session. And I hope you all are doing okay, having a good time. I hope you're able to relax, and I just want to thank you so much if this video is a part of your relaxation routine. I'd also like to mention that I'm playing in the Legendary, or the Legends lobby that opened back up. I think this is round 3 of this. All that really means is that I've ranked up to Legend. But I'm like at the lowest tier of Legend right now, which it's all well and good. I'm probably going to get my butt handed to me. I'm not gonna lie, but it's all about having fun. It's all about having a good time, and that's what we're all about. So far, this race has gone pretty well. I like the map. Gosh, it does feel really good to get back into games that you have enjoyed playing for quite a while now, and this game hasn't even been out for 1 year, but I think it's done a very good job. And you know, for a lot of people, this is a pretty good alternative to some of the other kart racers that are out there. You know, I think in a lot of ways this is a game that definitely, I would say, stands on its own. It stands on its own 2 legs, and I think it's a memorable game, and I can only imagine what the next Sonic racing game is going to be like, but that's probably years from now. I imagine this game probably still has quite a bit of DLC to go. And speaking of DLC, so this character is one of them, but I'm excited to say that we have 2 more. And these 2 other characters are, as far as I understand, they're purely Sonic characters. So they are characters that are part of the Sonic franchise, and I'm not very familiar with them actually. If they come from a game, if they come from a Sonic comic, I have the impression that they come from a comic book in the Sonic series, but you can see that some people are already playing as these new characters. One of them is down there. Whoever's Sunny Waffle was playing as one of the new characters, so I'm gonna try out that character next. Also, I got a title. That's cool. I like it. You know what? I'm happy with bronze. Bronze is better than nothing. Okay, let's get on with the next race. Okay, here we are. Race number 2. I'm playing as a new character, and her name is Tangle. So we're gonna see how Tangle does. That is a really long tail. Like, it's almost a hazard. Like, imagine getting your tail caught up in something. Anyway, I think someone in the comments can correct me if there's any Sonic... Oh, that's a terrible start. If there's any Sonic aficionados out there, tell me the history about Tangle, because I don't know. I don't know this character at all. One thing I will say is I think, and I could be wrong about this, I think Tangle is a skunk. Because, you know, in the world of Sonic, you have to have hedgehogs and foxes and echidnas. But I don't think it would be, you know, a Sonic game without representation of every type of suburban animal. So I think a skunk fits right in. Let me tell you all something. So I kind of, I'm sure I've hinted at it before, but, you know, I live kind of out in the countryside. You know, I'm not really a city guy. Not really a huge fan of big cities, to be perfectly honest. So I feel pretty good where I live. But out where I live, there's all sorts of wild animals on the road. All sorts of roadkill, practically every morning. Deer, barn cats, squirrels. We have a lot of rabbits, especially this time of year. You'll see all sorts of these suburban creatures. And skunks are definitely there, and, you know, you'll see them sometimes, you know, side of the road. Just kind of praying that, oh no, please don't, you know, please don't, spray on me, you know. I've never actually been sprayed by a skunk, and of course I always heard that if that does happen to you, you have to take a tomato juice bath in order to get the smell out. And to be honest with you, I might be a little bit naive. This might just be an old wives' tale, but I guess that's what you gotta do if you get, like, full-blown attacked by a skunk. But there's something about skunks that the very fact that their attack is literally bad odor, there's something very Pokemon about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a very Pokemon thing. Anyway, this was a pretty good race. I'm happy finishing 5th, especially on the Legends. So, alright, with that being said, let's test out the next new character. Welcome to race number 3. This next new character, her name is Whisper, which is very fitting for ASMR. Whisper. See what I mean? Now, out of all the new characters, Whisper is probably my favorite because she has the best character design out of all of the new ones that have just released. What really gets me, and again, you know, give me some grace, guys. Give me some grace to nitpick a little bit. I just don't understand why she doesn't have any voice lines. I don't understand it. Especially because this isn't like a third-party character as far as I'm aware. I mean, you know, you all correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that she's just a Sonic character. Like, Whisper and Tangle are Sonic characters, so why no voice? Why no, like, utterances of happiness or dismay like the other characters have? I don't know. I don't quite understand it myself, but hey, I don't know. Just a suggestion to make the game even better is just the interactivity between characters and giving them voice lines. I think that's vital. I think that's important. Pretty much every other racing game does this, so maybe one day we will receive an update that, you know, just a few quality of life changes, but other than that, I'm not gonna complain, you know, I'm not gonna nitpick too much. I'm actually having a pretty dang good time playing this game right now. It's a fun experience. Oh, I kinda got knocked off. Whoops. I was doing really good at this race until that moment. It's all good. There's ways of catching up. We're just gonna have to really depend on item usage here. And this hoverboard feels really good too. I'm actually really impressed with how it handles. Let's use this weapon here. I think we'll be able to catch up a little bit. As you can see, a lot of people are now playing as these brand new characters. I have to imagine there was probably a festival for these characters, but I was a little bit late to the party. I haven't really picked up this game in a very long time. You know, I kind of got out of it, but you know what? This is a fun time. This is a really good time. And I hope that you all are enjoying it too. See if we can do the secret thing. I wanted to go all the way, but that's okay. We got most of it. We got a ghost up in front of us. Oh, crap. I'm getting torn apart. I thought I heard a voice line, though. Maybe she does have a voice line. Am I wrong? I thought I heard someone laugh. Was that her? Weird. Okay, well, I don't know. I know nothing. You know, I'm really comfortable saying, I know nothing. That was a pretty good race, though. That was a pretty good race. Finishing in 4th, I'm actually really happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Okay. So, let's try out some other races. Alright, here we go with another race. Let's see how we do this time. I'm gonna go with the hoverboard again. By the way, I know they're not called hoverboards, but that's the name that comes to mind. And that's exactly what it is. It's just, you know, it has a fancy name that, I'll be honest, I don't remember. Alright, let's get started with this. See how we do. I wanted to talk about the weather now, and yeah, that's a very interesting conversation, right? Way to keep it deep and profound, Trevor. But no, I do want to talk about the weather because it's where I live right now, the East Coast of the United States, starting to warm up a little bit. We had a very underwhelming winter, though. Like the snow. Man, I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping for what I would consider a legit winter. Which, to me, a legit winter has tons of snow. And at least one, like, super snowstorm. Now, we did have one storm that was snow and ice and sleet. And we didn't get a whole... I wouldn't say we got like a... We didn't get a foot of snow and ice. That would have been something. That would have met the criteria for me, but we didn't get that. Still, it was severe enough to make me have to call out of work for like 2 days. So, I mean, I'm happy for that, but I was hoping that we would get more snowstorms because anyone who's listened to me and watched my videos for years, you guys know I'm a fan of snow. It's my favorite weather. It's my favorite thing to see. Winter is one of my favorite seasons, if not my favorite season. I'm still not sure if winter or fall is my favorite season, but as you can tell, I am a man of many contradictions because I like going to the beach, you know, sitting out in the sun and the heat. But my favorite seasons are the colder ones, so I don't know. Maybe someone can do like some type of backseat psychologist thing and help me understand why I like the beach, but my favorite seasons are the colder ones, you know? Yeah, my mind is one big contradiction. Anyway, like I was saying before, you know, I'm just kind of like, man, I was hoping for more snow. Wow, that race was really short, but I'm happy with the results. I can't believe I finished in 1st. There's no way. Wow. Okay, that was fun. That was really fun. Anyway, I need to continue my weather talk in this next race. Oh, apparently I'm at silver now. Okay, great. That only means the competition is going to get harder. So, wish me luck, guys, because I think I'm going to need it. Alright, next race. Our next race begins at the Pumpkin Mansion, one of my favorite tracks in this game. It's nice to be here. So as I was saying, it's starting to get a little bit hotter where I live. You know, we had some pretty good spring, summer temperatures, and even though I prefer the cold, even though I'm like that, there is still something great about like springtime and summertime. It's just undeniable. You know, it's nice to sometimes go outside and feel the warmth, the sun on your skin. It feels pretty good. So, with the temperatures increasing, it makes me think about the summer, about some upcoming things that will be going on. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I am going on a solo vacation in May, and I will be going to a beach. And it's a beach that I've visited many times before. Plenty of nostalgia in that one location, but the thing is, this time around, I'm going by myself. I'm taking a solo trip. I have an Airbnb already booked, and it's really simple. You just, I'm gonna drive over there, and then I'm gonna insert the code, check into the house, and then I'm good to go. I didn't get a house that was located like right on the shore, right on the beach. First of all, first and foremost, it's always an issue of money, and the closer your house is to the water or to the beach, obviously the more expensive it is going to be. And I'm not made of money. You guys might not believe that, but I'm not made of money. Speaking of which, I just did my taxes today, and let me tell you, it is probably the worst thing about reaching adulthood. Like, when I tell you that I've done my taxes today, it's not coming from a place of pride. Let me assure you, it comes from a place of deep regret. But nonetheless, it's just one of those things you gotta do. My taxes are, in the grand scheme of things, I'm kind of lucky. They're relatively simple. I don't have a lot of different situations that would make them, much more complicated. But this is very interesting discussion. I talk about weather, and then I talk about taxes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The only thing I can tell you is that if you find this conversation boring, that's a good thing, because maybe it'll help you fall asleep. I mean, this is ASMR after all, so maybe talking about taxes will help you to fall asleep. I could tell you how my taxes went. I could tell you what I did, Alright, everybody, this is the final race for this video. It's time to see if I can get first place again. Let's see. I'm actually really surprised at how I've done so far. I mean, this is the legendary rank. But, pretty happy with my performance so far today, Of course, watch this race be the one where I finished, where I finish in dead last. I could see it happening. Just the irony of the situation. I see we're doing a repeat track, but that's okay. Gosh, I was hoping to go to the Minecraft one, because that one is definitely one of my favorites, even to this day. We didn't go there today, but I also really like the Pac-Man one. That one is pretty awesome too. Oh man, I'm falling way behind. I need a really good item here. Speed up. There we go. I need to get somewhere with this. Phew. What's crazy is, despite how hot it is now, like, I'm just in my room, and I don't know if it's because I have, like, my headphones on. I don't know what it is, but it just feels hot in this room. I'm sweating. Maybe it's just the high-octane gameplay of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. That could be it too, you know. Maybe I'm so focused that it's starting to become an exercise, literal exercise. By the way, my controller is really rumbling and vibrating, so hopefully that doesn't interfere with my voice. As much as I like the vibration features, I've had situations where it kind of gets in the way of the sound. This item might be my saving grace. Let's see. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so that wasn't a complete disaster like I thought it was going to be. That actually worked out pretty well. Nice. All right, everybody. Well, these are the new characters in the game, and I have to say, I enjoyed playing as them. And I also hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you to relax. And I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you soon in another video. Alright everybody, goodbye for now.